The makers of the internet are turning in their graves out of absolute glee when they found out that Facebook mom groups are indeed a thing. Fucking goody woo! Well, good evening, laddies, lasses, and lasses, and welcome to the Click You Smell Absolutely Astounding today. And don't let anyone else lie to you and tell you otherwise. Just tell them they are stinky in return and they're as jealous of your beautiful smell. Speaking of things that are not beautiful and quite smelly, parenting groups on Facebook are a source of quite unhinged materials. Home remedies for things you should probably see the doctor for, wild conspiracies and everything in between. Today we are digging into tMomGroupsSay. Enjoy. Mwah.
If it notices your mom group, why is it so hard to find girlfriends anymore? It seems like most females I come in contact with lean so far left that they refuse to even acknowledge my existence. Or I get along pretty well with someone and then they found out I am not as liberal as they are, and they unfriend me.
Oh, the only reason I can't find any friends is because of the woke agenda? That's a new one.
I love crunchy things. I am all about natural health and wellness, but I also have boundaries with genders.
I'm getting an inkling of where the lack of friendships might be originating from. Maybe there's a crunchy cure for making friends. How about that?
Apparently that's a huge deal breaker. I had people delete me because I don't hate Charlie Kirk, and I agree with some of the things Trump said. I don't identify with either political party. Why is everything all or nothing now?
Maybe it's just your personality.
Could be. I have the rarest personality type. I don't care to be friends with people with low IQs.
They're literally like an r/I am very smart nice guy. But like a mom on Facebook. Oh yes, indeed, the best personalities combined. Fuck yeah. Definitely just your personality shining through then. Okay, so let me break this down for a second. You're a super quirky girl because you took that one personality test that one time 5 years ago. Everyone else has low IQs. You're a crunchy mom and probably also an anti-vaxxer on top of it. You get into arguments about controversial political things constantly, which most people aren't really looking for in casual friendships. And on top of that, you have boundaries with genders, whatever that means. This just doesn't sound like a fun friendship, man. I'm sorry.
My 16-year-old son is a pain in every nerve I have. Super moody, angry, lazy, sneaky, defiant, knows everything, etc.
Gee, it's almost like they're 16.
I know, a typical teenager.
Okay, there is an acknowledgement. Maybe this is not as unhinged as it could be.
But I was a teenage girl once and never remember ever being this bad with my mom. He refuses to use the oils I give him.
Here we go. I thought it was gonna be only a half unhinged post, but we're going the whole mile, aren't we?
The soaps I provide, even the supplements I suggest he use. He tells me he prefers the chemical and wants none of these oil things. I sneak oils into his food.
Yes, indeed, that tasty morning cornflakes and milk with a dash of f***ing snake oil.
Spray his room/pillow and not look.
Oh my god, you're just oiling the whole house. You're gonna put it on like the handles of the doors as well, so you get like oil on him when he doesn't expect it.
Put them on his clean laundry.
That's not very clean anymore, is it?
Even rub oils on myself before I touch him to get some oils on him. Give mama a hug.
What in the actual fuck, man?
I need help with what oils I should use. Apparently, I'm not using the right ones. Do the same oils that help with female hormones help with teenage boys? What would you suggest? Thanks.
That's the problem. You bought oils for female hysteria hormones, but you need to buy them for male teenage hysteria hormones. That's your problem. You're smearing yourself with the wrong oils before fondling your teenager. I think there is sort of a distinct difference between being like casually trying some home remedies and natural stuff versus whatever borderline cult religion about oils this is. Like, for example, my grandpa, before he passed away, had this favorite mix he used to make when he felt a cold coming on. It was like a mix of tea, honey, ginger, and whiskey. And then he would just down that shit and go to bed when he felt the cold creeping on. Maybe it was just an excuse to drink more whiskey. I don't know for sure, but allegedly he felt better after the whole thing. Or maybe he's just, oh my god, I'm getting a cold. Allegedly. Let me just drink some of my favorite whiskey and go to bed early, Might just be a bit of a strat. But, there's a difference between being casually into that kind of stuff for like, ooh, tea or whatever, versus smearing your teenagers in oil and smearing yourself with oil before hugging your family. They're gonna make a church based on oils, I swear to God. I poison my son's food and don't respect his boundaries. What can I do to be an even worse parent? Let me know below.
Only positivity and encouragement in this Facebook group, please.
In 5 years.
My son's wife is poisoning my baby boy against me.
In 8 years.
My son's wife is manipulative and made him go no contact with me and won't let me see my grandchildren. Can I get grandparents' rights?
She's definitely going to cry when they get her grandchildren vaccinated. And just imagine if her daughter-in-law doesn't breastfeed till they're 5. Disgusting. It should be at least until 15. A babies group, thinking of removing my blorp from her preschool. She came home singing Pink Pony Club. She goes to a Montessori school, and one of her teachers is LGBTQ. Oh no. I am not against her, but I feel like she has crossed a line by teaching my daughter this song. Am I overreacting? There is a good chance OP's kid doesn't even know what she's saying. My kid is convinced the lyrics are Pink Pony Girl, I'm going to keep on dancing, I'm a pink pony girl, and it's about a pink female, My Little Pony, who loves to dance. Probably Pinkie Pie. I am not going to correct her. Oh, it wasn't like this back in my day. Back in my day, we used to sing Barbie Girl at our little school discos, and we had no idea what it meant. I'm a blonde bimbo girl in a fantasy world. And like half the lyrics are like innuendos or whatever. Okay, anyway, no, it's fine. It's fine. Your daughter can sing a song about a pony. It's not gonna hurt her.
Is it okay to have a glass of wine? I am 30 weeks with twins. Please let me know.
My only issue is that she's asking Facebook instead of her medical provider. It's a legit question, just not for Facebook scientists. Yup, that's because she knows that her OB will most likely tell her not to drink at all, per guidelines. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, this is definitely out of my area of expertise, but you should probably go ask your doctor instead of your Facebook mom group that may or may not be full of unhinged people that is gonna endorse it because they did unhinged things themselves. Maybe not like the bias you're looking for if you're looking for actual advice and not just yes-sayers.
Hi all, my name is Blorp. I am 29 and this is our 4th baby due Blorp. We have 3 beautiful kiddos, Blorp 7, Blorp 4, and Blorp 1.5. My husband and I are carriers of a recessive disease called spinal muscular atrophy, SMA. Our oldest 2 kids are affected and our youngest is just a carrier like Dad and I. I just had an amniocentesis yesterday. We've done one with each pregnancy to test baby and prepare for treatment ASAP after birth. Just wanted to introduce myself and say my inbox is always open to any other special needs mamas who want to connect or any other moms also going through testing.
Wow. After a quick Google search of the condition, I am flabbergasted that folks would bring multiple children into the world who may have it. It is shocking and sad. I know a family that had 15 kids. 15! Knowing they could all have Huntington's disease. Some people are just sick. 15 kids! Oh my god, that's kind of bonkers. Even without the Huntingtons. Oh my god. Just for some more religious context, this was a comment she made while defending Melania's jacket and popping off about leftists.
Just to make it clear, anyone who supports abortion is not a Christian, regardless of how much they claim they are. That is all.
Is that also why they can't do IVF and genetic screening? Religion is horrid and cruel. I wonder if they are deliberately doing this just so they can say they're more loving / have it harder than others. They are noticeably godly. Man, I really hope the kids are doing well, but this post is really giving me odd vibes, man. Like, I really hope the kids are doing well and are loved and stuff, because they do deserve it. Like, the children haven't done anything, and any child brought into the world deserve good parents. But not every parent deserve their kids, and this is giving me that sort of vibe, isn't it?
Hello, beautiful people! My son is only 27 months, but he's pretty advanced for his age physically and intellectually.
27 months. Wait, so he's 2. Yes, say 2. Say 2.
I really want to get him started with healthy routines such as working out, eating right, etc.
Yeah, he's gonna be a powerlifter! At 2!
Are there any gym classes for kids in his age group that are actual gym classes and not just running around and playing?
I mean, isn't that basically working out for kids his age? They're just supposed to, like, move in general.
We've tried a little gym, which was fun, but it wasn't exactly focused on physical fitness. Thank you.
You're gonna give your kid some body issues, man. Oh my god, he's 2 years old. Just let him frolic and run around and kick balls and fall over and stuff. That's kind of how they work out. Just bring them outside and do shit in the park or whatever. He doesn't need to have a six-pack. He's 2 years old. Oh, someone left a comment. This is what she is looking for, I think. I teach man lessons.
My wife teaches woman lessons.
I will teach your son to fight, to bleed, to groan. Bleeding is something you need to learn. If you cut yourself before you learn, you don't bleed, which sounds kind of like a superpower, but I'll teach you to bleed.
She will teach your daughter how to ballet long hair and pink. Call us before it's too late. We probably have to censor that number, but oh my god.
What I have learned from this poster is that females don't bleed. Moms in Facebook groups be like,
I'm trying not to worry, but my baby McKinsley, low-key tragedy, rolled off the kitchen counter on a steak knife and then into the oven. She now has a fever of 108 degrees, won't stop crying, and is currently on fire. Is her temp high enough to give her Tylenol, or should I wait it out? No negative comments, please. Thank you. Oh yeah, but if she burns just a little bit, that means she'll build immunity, and then she'll be immune to fires in the future, which is pretty cool. I'm still gonna be anti-vax, though. Just dunk the baby in some colloidal silver and breast milk. Like, mixed together or one after the other? Answer needed urgently. Kid suspended mid-air. At least it's not on fire yet. You're doing fine. My sister smoked weed her entire pregnancy, and my niece came out at 36 weeks. She's 4 now, and compared to other 4-year-olds I work with, she is very spaced out all the time and very small. It can cause lifelong defects according to many doctors I have discussed it with. I strongly recommend not doing it during pregnancy at all, just to be on the safe side. Yeah, but is she vaccinated? I see tons of stuff about vaccines making babies that way or altering personality. Most doctors recommend vaccines that do much more harm, like causing autism and developmental delays.
So the logic here is basically don't vaccinate your kids because then at least they won't have autism, which isn't true by the way, but like, okay. But at the same time, it's fine to give them like fetus alcohol syndrome. So there you go. You just remove the tism and then it's fine to give them something else completely avoidable. So like, woo, parent of the fucking year. I keep saying it. And I know it wouldn't work in practice, because it would be like really bad and stuff. But I wish there was like a driver's license for having kids, man. Like, oh my god, you have to pass, I don't know, some kind of sanity check before having kids.
Hi, mamas! So I have a confession. I think my baby might have a binge eating disorder. She's always pointing at snacks, wanting milk, etc. I feel her set portion foods at set times. She gets 10 ounces of low-fat skim milk a day, breakfast at 9, lunch at 12:30, and dinner at 5. I only offer vegetables as snacks because fruits have too much sugar. What can I do for her? Can I get her into some type of program? Please help me help her. SOS!
Your kid is hungry. You're giving them like low-fat skim milk and cucumbers. Okay? They need a little bit more sustenance than that. And why are you so eager to like give them an eating disorder or like body dysmorphia or whatever? Most of us tackle that shit in our teenage years anyway. But no, let's maximize that shit and make sure our child goes through it when they're 3.
How do I put this? My boy's anatomy scan has us shocked by the size of his part. Low! Has anyone else had this experience? His dad is proud, but I can't stop giggling. The scan went great, but I am just so happy and feel blessed that my son has large balls.
I mean, it's technically small. Babies are probably 1 pound or less at this stage. The image makes them appear larger, but I also think it's weird to focus on the size of the baby's genitals. Just my take. I at least enjoy that this post is getting ratioed by the comments because it's pretty unhinged. You could have just posted about, like, our son looks healthy, we're so blessed and happy. Instead, it's like, man, in this developmental stage where my son weighs half a kilo, he's at least got huge balls, and his dad is proud. What the fuck? Major boy mom vibes. Oh yeah, I made an entire video of that recently. It is truly unhinged. What a weird thing to not only think, but discuss, and then post on the internet.
Would she be the kind of mom who would go up to the son's girlfriend and be like, don't forget, his pee-pee was in me first?
I swear, I have seen or heard this somewhere. Oh yeah, what's that like illusion called? You know, where like you imagine things that aren't real. Like for example, that's the Monopoly man has a monocle. And you're like, of course he has a monocle, but he actually doesn't have a monocle. You know, it's something that you like put in your mind because it fits into the image so perfectly. So you imagine things that you haven't actually seen. And I feel like this quote is exactly the same thing. I feel it's the kind of quote that I've heard multiple times because I've heard similar things and people can be on this level of Unhinged, but I don't think I've actually heard the quote itself, but I've heard the exact vibe. Does that make sense? You're remembering vibes. Memory is vibe-based, man. Psychology, here I come.
Yo, please tell me I'm not wrong or something. Long story short, I had a Christmas sweater made with my 4 bio kids' name on the sleeve, 2 on each side. Not that it mattered. My husband had a damn fit because I didn't add my bonus son's name. I never knew having a shirt made with the children that I carried for 9 damn months would cause such a damn problem. We've been married for quite a while. My bonus son calls me mama, but still, I don't call him son. I don't think it's against the law.
There are many things in the world that make you an absolute asshole that are not against the law. Excluding a child when you've taken on the role as a step-parent, when they have actually got to the point they refer to you as mama as well, is incredibly cruel, and you're a piece of shit parent. One Christmas, I had heard that my step-grandma was making all the grandkids Cabbage Patch-like dolls. I was super excited to get mine. When Christmas morning came, with all the grandkids around the tree, we were all given a package and told to open them at the same time. 1, 2, 3. We all tore into our packages, wrapping paper flying everywhere. Each boy got a boy doll, and each girl got a girl doll. Except me. I got a package of socks. That's the Christmas my 7-year-old self figured out that not every adult likes every child. Man, you have to be a special kind of petty to like passively aggressively exclude a 7-year-old on Christmas through gifts. Like, bruh, come on.
What are your thoughts on GLP-1s, weight loss medications?
I do not get you guys. You won't give your kid medicine, but will take weight loss drugs? Make it make sense. Oh, you see, it makes perfect because... Next post. Oh wait, I actually have a post that perfectly describes this. Oh, it's been a rough day.
Man, nowadays the kids are smoking the little...
What are they called? The tutors? What are they even... I don't even know what they're called in English. I'm going to call it the tutor. Am I overreacting? Yesterday, my son, almost 3, saw his dad's handgun and asked what it was for. Apparently, his dad told him that it was for shooting bad people. Okay, that's what you want to tell your 3-year-old? Okay. Now, last night and this morning, my son is talking about how he wants to shoot people. This is great parenting. This is great. I tried telling my son that guns aren't for shooting people and such, but he just says, no! And I don't want to argue with him and make this a thing that he talks about a lot. You don't want to correct your 3-year-old and like, I want to shoot people. It's like, oh, shucks, Timmy. That's not a good thing. No! And it's like, all right, better not make this a big fuss. Parent of the fucking year. I just don't know what to do or say. I know my son doesn't even understand what he's saying. He's just trying to be like his dad. But maybe then, as a parent, you have the responsibility to explain it and why it's a bad thing. He's 3 years old and he's just imitating his dad. That's pretty easy to nip in the bud. What you're doing instead is being like, oh my god, I'm gonna let his dad have this really bad influence on him, and I'm not gonna step in there because I don't have the balls to argue with a 3-year-old. But if he goes around and says that he wanna shoot people, I better just let him, you know. Kids need to figure out what they like in life. I asked why he even saw his gun in the first place, and his dad told me that he had taken it off to pee, and my son walked in the room and saw it. I was livid that my son even had the opportunity to be close at a gun at this age, and his dad said I was overreacting. You know that this is how people in households accidentally shoot each other, right? Like this is a stereotypical story about leaving guns and stuff out for like toddlers to play with for a reason. There are plenty of horrific stories that happens exactly because of attitudes like this. But you also don't want to make it a fuss or like tell a 3-year-old why it's wrong to shoot people. I don't know. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. I am also 39 weeks pregnant and very hormonal, so I just don't know if what I'm feeling is valid or not. Thanks. It's perfectly valid. This is absolutely unhinged. The dad sounds like a pile of poo-poo. It's an absolute pile of poo-poo. He told the kid it was for shooting people? Parent of the year, America.
Can a hospital legally refuse to discharge a newborn baby? My daughter had her baby yesterday afternoon at 4. He had a high bilirubin levels today around noon. At 1, when they did the heel prick, it was determined they were normal. When my daughter told the staff she was ready to leave, they said they would not discharge the baby because they wanted to monitor his levels for another 20 hours, for a total of 44. And when I questioned if it was legal for them to do so, she said, yes, legally we are able to refuse discharge. Just wondering how accurate this is, and also wanting to encourage anyone who's on the fence about having a home birth. Do it!
Conversely, my sibling was sent home with a borderline jaundice baby and ended up back in the NICU about a day and a half later because he got too sleepy to eat. So sure, head on home. Some people are just so magically eager to create complicated and potentially dangerous situations for themselves and their loved ones, aren't they? Fascinating.
Gardasil shot for my 9-year-old? Yay or nay? Please, any feedback is appreciated. Nope, 90% clears on its own. You mean cancer?
Them.
Cancer.
Pharmaceutical companies. So here's a vaccine that prevents cancer.
It's bad poison.
Don't forget, it will turn your children into sleuths. Also autism. Slutty autists.
January baby turned 3 months on the 12th. Surprise! We're pregnant again. This will be number 7 we'll bring home if all goes well. Oh my god. I totally tested only because I had some spotting last week that set off my mental alarm bells. My question. Other Irish twin mamas that EBF. What happened with your supply? So far I'm good. Supply has spiked a bit actually, but now worried about drying up. Share your tips and experience, please. None of my other kids are this close in age.
I feel like due date groups need a bot that just posts boba feeding is not birth control every hour on the hour for the year after the birth month. Absolutely. And the amount of can't be preggo if you didn't get your period back. Ladies, you ovulate before your period! You would think that a parent that has had 7 children would have more, common knowledge regarding birth control than, the average teenager. But here we are, baby. Here we are. What a fascinating, beautiful world we live in. Okay, I don't know why this post ended up in this mix. It's not for this video, but it's r/slutty confessions. I, 25F, gave a BJ to my friend for 1 million bells in Animal Crossing yesterday. It's a bit awkward between us since, but I have no regrets. My island looks so fancy now. I don't know why this ended up in this folder, but it felt like a nice little break of pace. Hi everyone. Having serious issues with my 3-year-old every time we travel with Emirates. He absolutely hates wearing his seatbelts. Emirates are very strict regarding this and they insist that my toddler wears a seatbelt even if he is crying or sleeping. I mean, yeah, turbulence do be a thing. They do not even care if the child has an issue, nor try to understand the kid. I can assure you, any issue he's going through is certainly less serious than potentially getting tossed around the airplane due to turbulence. They just have to follow the rules, and frankly, this really stresses us out whenever we're taking off or landing. Having your baby yeeted across the plane like a wet sock is gonna stress you out more than crying because of a seatbelt. Any tips, please, how we can handle the situations? We are traveling soon and this is stressing me out, thank you.
Oh, I know, fellow mominators. You should buy a fake seatbelt so it looks like he's wearing a seatbelt, but he's actually not, and you get around it and you can fly on airplanes without having your children having seatbelts. Woo!
Okay, don't actually do this. This is Unhinged. Put on your seatbelts on the airplane, especially for your kids. Thank you.
How can I help my 3-year-old who was just told he has 2 cavities, tooth emoji, and needs a filling? We've been doing fluoride-free since he was 2. I wonder what the correlating factor could be. His last checkup 7 months ago, he had no issues.
Ah, yes, indeed. Here on the savannah, we have the anti-vax parent, frolicking in its natural habitat. Over here, we have the not-so-far-away relative species, which is the anti-brushing your teeth parent, frolicking in its natural environment. Isn't nature f***ing beautiful? How can you help? How can you? I give up. I especially hate that language because combined with "who was just told," it makes it sound like the toddler is partially responsible for his teeth. Yeah, the toddler's being like, you didn't brush your teeth, Timmy, and the mom hasn't even bought him a damn toothbrush. Oh, he's broke? Why haven't you gone to the coal mines yet, Timmy, so you can afford a toothbrush?
Any ladies conceal carry while baby wearing? If so, what does your holster setup look like and what kind of carrier do you use?
Just let the baby hold it. Problem solved. Baby already has their own though. Just like dual wield, you know, it's an attachment in Call of Duty. Don't you know anything about guns? Man, I just picture getting ads now for like camo-colored baby carriers with like 2 holsters on the side and then like the baby seat in the middle. Unironically, I would fuck with that sort of item if it was in like a zombie survival game. That would be so fucking cool, like Project Zomboid, and you have that like, oh my god, I have this baby, I can put a pet in it, or my wounded teammate or something, and you have holsters on the sides. For like casual strolls to the park though, probably not.
Here to say, my partner is sick, and I just milked myself into his cup of tea without his consent. Fingers crossed he will be better quickly now.
Hashtag not posting anonymously. Oh my god. 145 comments. I don't have the OG URL to this, but I would love to read the comments what this group is reacting to this. This is insane. This is just like assault, man.
In this household, we're into holistic remedies like assault.
Is any other little one not crawling or walking or standing yet? I feel like my little girl is the only one.
I would consider chiropractic.
My girl always hits her milestones after an appointment. Well, Timmy, better start walking or mama's gonna take you to the snapping doctor. Your baby is 3 months and not running yet? There you go. That'll fix it right up. I don't see how chiropractors is gonna make babies walk faster. I'm also surprised any chiropractor would like take appointments for a baby. That sounds insane.
I am looking to make mom friends. This will sound snooty, but how do we find friends who are in the same socioeconomic class? I am upper middle class, live on the peninsula. My children are in extracurricular activities, but I still fail to meet people. I wonder why. What a fucking mystery. I feel like people assume we are a military family or poor, but we're not poor. So where do I meet people who aren't fucking poor? I don't drink and I do work full time, but I feel like it shouldn't be this hard. Please friendship applications below unless you're poor. Disgusting. I'm about to start knocking on neighbors' doors to introduce myself, lol, unless they're poor.
I don't think in my entire life I have ever based a friendship on socioeconomic class. What is the friendship even about? Oh my god. Help! I am no good at natural family planning and I am preggo with my 6th. People just don't know that condoms exists, do they? Very excited, but thought baby 5 was our last and got rid of everything. This go around I am investing in actual quality wardrobe for pregnancy postpartum that will last. Cause let's face it, this one probably won't be the last either. Isn't it something like the definition of insanity is trying the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result?
Oh my god, we have tried nothing in terms of preventative measures and we keep having babies. How do we fix it? We've tried nothing and we're all out of ideas.
If anyone wants to give nursing bras recommendation that are reminiscent of Christy Dawn's new undergarments line, I'll be so thankful. Oh my god. Does facial massages work for speech delay and no eye contacting kids? It's like one of those ASMR roleplay videos. Boyfriend gives you face massage while whispering into your nose. ASMR. Do you have a tough day, honey? Eye contact! Eye contact! Don't be autistic. Yeah, that's very comforting.
How would you navigate this? My 6-year-old is having a birthday party, and I told her she should invite all the girls in the class to avoid any hurt feelings. She agreed, and so we did. We just found out that the boy in her class is having a birthday party and inviting a mix of boys and girls. He is not inviting my daughter.
But okay, he's also not invited to your daughter's birthday because she was only inviting the girls, if I understand the first part correctly. Okay, so is there a problem?
He is not inviting my daughter, which is fine. She wasn't going to invite him to hers.
Okay.
However, he singled out my daughter during recess and told her,
"And you're not going to my birthday party because you are not invited,"
in front of a bunch of kids that were invited. She replied,
"I don't even want to go,"
and walked away. She says it doesn't bother her, but irks me that he would taunt her in front of her classmates like that. I am tempted to open up her party to the rest of the class, but not invite him.
Ooh, getting involved in some 6-year-old's drama. Hell yeah, better single out that little 6-year-old Timmy piece of shit. Hell yeah, he can't play me. I am the player.
I can afford it, and little Timmy's 6-year-old can't because he's a broke child. And truth be told, the only reason we didn't invite the whole class is because we are one kid over capacity and I didn't want to exclude anyone. I think his behavior is deserving of exclusion. How would you handle this?
Get less involved in 6-year-old drama. If your daughter is fine, then you teach her that some people aren't kind and talk about what would be kind behavior here. Why are so many adults addicted to stirring up drama in their kids' lives? You usually say peaked in high school. She peaked in kindergarten and keeps like going back there for drama, beefing with a 6-year-old she probably never met. I can't wait to start a family so I can get involved in kindergarten drama. That is what it is all about. Thank you so much, laddies, lasses, and lasses, for watching this video. I hope you learned something, or at least learned what not to learn. It's kind of like education by the process of elimination, isn't it? Have an amazing rest of your day because you deserve it, and I will see you in the very next video. Take care. Mwah.